Today I'm here with Maribel Lieberman, founder and CEO of MarieBelle New York. Known for the most delicious and beautiful chocolates you've ever tasted, this flagship location is a must visit if you're coming to New York. This is so beautiful. Hi Maribel, how are you?
It's so good to have you here.
Well, I have a little secret for you.
Yes?
I eat chocolate every single day.
Oh, really?
Every day.
Oh, wow, you're my favorite.
Why do we love chocolate so much?
I think chocolate makes us happy. I think there is not the same as eating a candy. You know, it's something more when you eat, put it in your mouth and it melts away. It's like, it is an amazing feeling. It's not only about the flavor, but it's also the texture is delicious. So, and then it just creates something, some happiness in our brains.
Well, you grew up in Honduras,
Yes.
and I'd love to know, what was your first experience with chocolate?
Well, you know, when I was little, I didn't know that chocolate and cacao was the same thing. You know, I grew up with cacao. You know, we had trees I grew up in the countryside, so we have cacao trees. And my mother used to do hot chocolate with the cacao bean, just like you do the coffee bean, you know, toast it and grind it and make a drink with hot water and put sugar. So, you know, we would have our coffee or we would have a cacao drink.
Oh, that's so delicious.
That was my experience, yeah.
So then how did you come to creating MarieBelle Chocolates?
I come from a background of design, fashion design, and then I discovered the love of cooking. I became a chef, self-trained. I opened a catering company. I even fed Mr. Bill Clinton when he was president. I did elegant dinners at the UN, you know, so it was perfect. It was a small company, but very elegant always, you know, because I'm always very detail-oriented in presentation, not only the taste. So 5 years later, I wanted to open a gourmet store, actually, introduce ingredients that people didn't know, and you know, and chocolate was gonna be one of them that I didn't think. I mean, chocolate has been around and people know about chocolate, but people didn't really know the history of chocolate. And what I wanted to do with my gourmet store is to tell the story of every ingredient, you know. But that dream was a little costly, and I didn't have all the resources to open that gourmet store, so I decided to start with chocolate and then tell the story. And that's how it came. We opened a little store in Nolita in the year 2000, and it was called Lunettes Chocolate because I had a store with my friend Salima, who is an eyeglass designer. So half of the store was Lunettes glasses, and the other half was chocolate. So it was called Lunettes Chocolate. Then this store opened in the year 2001, December, as a pop-up shop, because September 11 happened in September of 2001, and we were all suffering, you know, in downtown. So this store was an art gallery, actually, and then I just opened the front. I borrowed some furniture, and then I started selling chocolate, and that's how it started, the whole thing.
Do you like dark chocolate versus milk chocolate? Do you have a
I
preference?
decided to start only with dark chocolate. We do milk chocolate, but the majority is dark chocolate.
But I want to talk about these chocolates because they're absolutely beautiful and they all have different designs. Can you tell me a little bit about that? And you also customize them.
I created 10 flavors, you know, these 10 flavors, one was cardamom, one was saffron, another one is spices, you know, like chipotle and ancho chile. And then, of course, I introduced in my tropical flavors. I created the recipes because for me, that is the most important.
Had to taste good.
It has to taste good.
Has to taste good.
It has to taste good. And not only that, I want people to learn. I mean, when people, cardamom, what is that? You know, and tell the story. And then after that, then we come with the presentation.
We have little pictures like that.
Yes, this is the New York collection.
New York skyline.
We need to satisfy all of our senses. And I don't want people to rush, oh my God, this looks delicious. Like, I want them to see the design, study the design, you know, and then you feast in your eyes. And then after that, you feast your palate. My late husband was an artist, an abstract painter, so I decided with his art to start with his art. I chose 10 of his paintings. I did some fashion designs and this collection to get to know New York, tell the story of it.
And it's a beautiful gift, too.
Yeah. Many companies have approached us. A shoe company, we do their shoes, So it is a way to introduce a collection.
And how do you do that? So they give you the artwork and then...
They give me the artwork. I sort of guide them for the colors because the colors, the more colors you have, the more expensive it is. This is cocoa butter and food coloring. About 70 or 80% of these colors are already natural. The blues come from the spirulina. The yellows come from the turmeric.
If you want to really taste everything, you come to the flagship store here on Broome Street, and you serve hot chocolate here?
Yes, of course. So it's
hot chocolate's my favorite. I love hot chocolate.
Okay, so the way the hot chocolate came, as I said, I started this as a pop-up shop, and I was just mixing the hot chocolate in the front and giving samples. Then there was a little room with a wall because, as I said, it was an art gallery, so they needed more walls to present their art. So then I decided to put 2 tables, and then get a machine to heat up the chocolate. And all of a sudden, I had lines of people to sit on those 2 tables. So the cacao bar came as a inspiration for people to taste my hot chocolate.
Can I taste the hot chocolate?
Of course. And actually, in the year 2002, the hot chocolate was featured in the favorite things of Oprah.
Oh, wow.
And it became super famous. It's only hot chocolate. So for me, it's like when
so
you're
delicious.
going to, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I like it to taste like a melted chocolate bar.
How do you make it? Is it water? Is it milk?
We do water because I decided to do it with water because I grew up drinking cacao with water, and of course this is chocolate. It's already been tempered and been conch. So it's a lot smoother. But boiling water is enough to make a.
It's so smooth. You don't need anything.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah. We created all the flavors: the spicy hot chocolate, the white hot chocolate, the milk hazelnut hot chocolate. Anyway, then people, do you serve savory thing? Because they like the atmosphere,
It's beautiful.
So, so then that's when we decided to start with the afternoon tea, where we have savory little canapes, and then we have the scones, we have the little desserts, and then we have the teas, and then we have the hot chocolate, or you can even have it with champagne.
Thank you for inviting me today. I love all your treats, and I can't wait to taste.
Well, you have to taste.
Okay,
You're not going to leave without it.
No, of course,
Okay.
we have to taste.
Okay.